Hi, welcome to the September 2020 Bourne Review. I'm Susan Barlow. First, some headline news and announcements. The pumpkins have arrived. The pumpkin patch at the Bourne United Methodist Church is open.
I'm Pastor Tim Atwater, and I serve Cotamata and Bourne churches, and both of these churches have been doing this together since back when. And all of the profit goes to the Bourne Food Pantry, which is why we do it. They did one favor for us, knowing it was going to be late, and that they put them on pallets. So Chris Mark and Sons had their pallet lifter, and they could pull them all off, and we got them all off the truck, no problem, by about dark and on Tuesday night. And the truck took off a limb of the tree, actually a big branch of the tree. And the MMA kids who were there came running over, sawed it up, and got rid of it. And it was like they were so happy to help, and everybody there from the food pantry, from other churches and our churches, was so happy to do it. We didn't mind it being late. Came back the next day. At this time it was supposed to be at 4. It was already half done. By 4:45, everything was out, and people have been selling them since noon. And it's like, wow, people have been so great to just wait for our pumpkins. And we had probably our best first week ever. The week isn't even up technically till Wednesday. So we had close to 8,000 through Sunday. And it's like, wow, thank you, God. This is really great. And the people have been really super friendly and super helpful, as we've come to expect. But it's nice to have some ritual that you've been doing every year for a dozen or so years, probably 13 or 14 now. And people respond better than ever each year. It's like nobody's bored by this. How good is that?
Free food will be distributed every Saturday in October from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Cape Cod Community College. Do you need to register to vote? October 24th is the last day to register in order to vote in the November 3rd presidential election. Register online or in person. In-person early voting is October 17th to the 30th at the Bourne Community Building on Main Street. The deadline to complete your census is October 31st. Barnstable County has only completed about 50% of the census. Visit www.2020census.gov to complete your census online.
The census brings funding to all of our communities for the next 10 years. For every person that is not counted, the state loses about $2,400 per person per year for 10 years. So that adds up to quite a bit of money. So every outreach event that happens, every time a person goes to my2020census.com, completes their census, and they complete the census for every person that lives in their household, that brings funding to their community. And the Cape is so challenged because of the seasonal, residents there.
One of the 4 wind turbines, known as Future Generation Wind, owned by Con Edison, located in Plymouth on the edge of Bourne, is under repair. The blades of that particular turbine have been still all summer. 2 large cranes are stationed next to the turbine, which had its blades removed as it undergoes repairs. Some Bourne citizens adjacent to the turbines have complained of the noise level, vibrations, and strobe-like flicker from the turbines, resulting in health issues including headaches, nausea, stress, anxiety, depression, and sleep disturbances. Bourne's Board of Health declared the turbines a nuisance back in 2018, and on February 12, 2020, the Plymouth Board of Health unanimously voted to declare the 4 turbines along Route 25 a nuisance as well. Don't feel like driving? Well, check out the new enhanced CCRTA service called the Buzzards Bay Connector. Use the Buzzards Bay Connector for travel to Market Basket, Bourne Scenic Park, Bourne Council on Aging, Bourne Town Hall, and the Sagamore Park and Ride. For a complete list of stops and schedules, visit www.capecodtransit.org/bbconnector.htm. Now for our top stories. Town of Bourne School District and 15 other towns received a letter from the Massachusetts Education Commissioner Jeffrey Riley stating concern about the decision to begin school remotely without some in-person learning. These 16 towns were noted as having very low COVID rates. The commissioner explained that remote learning only is recommended for towns that received a red designation 3 weeks in a row. Bourne School Superintendent Carrie Ann Quinlan-Zoe has responded with plans to bring back students in a hybrid model of alternating in-person and remote learning earlier than originally planned. Students assigned to Cohort A will begin in-person learning on Tuesday, October 13th, and students in Cohort B will begin on October 20th. The cohorts will alternate weekly between in-person and remote learning. Falmouth has already had to close their high school and go to remote learning only due to a party attended by some Falmouth High School students in Woods Hole. Many area schools, colleges, and universities have also struggled with COVID-19 outbreaks among students and staff. The service road at the canal has been the site not only of recreational walkers, runners, cyclists, and other activities, but also the site of some virtual fundraising events. One more event forced to pivot due to the pandemic, the 124th Boston Marathon was held virtually. Boston Marathon runners could be seen on the Cape Cod Canal Service Road. Kyle Johnston of Sagamore participated. Backed by friends and family, he completed the 26.2 miles in 4 hours and 11 minutes. Kyle raised $10,000 for his charity. Walkers can also be seen for the Jimmy Fund and Cape Cod Cares for the Troops.
My name's Lynn.
Amy.
And my sister Gail is up ahead.
Yeah, way ahead.
We're walking for the Dana-Farber Jimmy Fund walk today, virtually here at the Cape Cod Canal.
We'll walk your way.
We're walking 13.1 miles to raise money for the Dana-Farber Jimmy Fund.
Yep.
The Army National Guard is proposing an 8-lane machine gun range at Joint Base Cape Cod. The range would require clear cutting of 170 acres of forest. There have been many concerns about the environmental impact of such clear cutting, as well as contamination to the sole source aquifer on Cape Cod. Anticipated weapons used include several types of machine guns, 12-gauge shotguns, grenade launchers, and pistols. It is hoped that a public hearing held on October 8th will allow more discussion on this proposal. In mid-October, the Mass Department of Transportation will begin renumbering the exits throughout our state, including our area highways. An interactive map showing new and old exit numbers can be found at www.newmassexits.com. Workers will replace the number signs affixed atop roadway signs. Signs bearing the old exit number will be placed at ground level and remain for a minimum of 2 years. The change is intended to help drivers determine mileage more easily and quickly and help improve how emergency incidents are reported on roadways, while also bringing Massachusetts into uniformity with the vast majority of other states that have already made the shift. The new system will allow crews to create new exits without the need for renumbering entire roadways in the future. Should the Commonwealth fail to comply with the mandate, the state risks losing federal funding. On September 30th, a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new dinghy dock.
Wonderful event. I love the fact that the wind is blowing and it's crazy out here. but this is what Bourne is about, embracing the ocean and making the ocean accessible. So thank you to the CPC and the Waterways Fund for funding this dinghy dock, which is helping to keep things organized and safe for people. DNR and the Shore and Harbor Committee have been fabulous in terms of planning all this, and I understand there's going to be like mood lighting next year with solar lighting, so it can be, you know, the stories can go on.
You gotta grab the middle, right? Ready, set, go!
The new dock can hold approximately 60 dinghies. Here's what's happening downtown. I caught up with Vinnie McKenzie, who is developing our newest downtown restaurant, Mick's Main Scoop. He hopes to have construction completed by mid-November. The restaurant, located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay Park, will be open year-round. They plan to serve ice cream, burgers, fried clams, etc.
The building was built to take a 7-foot tsunami wave. This was all built by Bourne contractors. Every contractor was from Bourne.
There's
There's a service window from the engineer, the architect, the framer, the plumber, the electrician, the concrete guy. That's the seating area. Yeah.
So it's going to be year-round?
Year-round.
What else are you going to sell besides ice cream?
Fried clams, cheese sticks, sandwiches. The bottom of the brick there will be black. And we got Stanley Andrew picked up some beautiful lamps for the porch area.
What a location with the bridge right
Oh,
there.
you can't beat it.
Construction on 93 Main Street across from Mick's Main Scoop continues. What type of food will be featured in this restaurant is still being decided. Pizza, American, Mexican, not sure what deliciousness will go in here. This restaurant will also offer an outdoor seating area behind the restaurant, which is very desirable as we continue to practice social distancing during this pandemic.
Yeah, these are the windows here. We're putting 16-foot trees here next week to block all this. Yeah, it's going to be nice for the people who want, and they'll enjoy it.
Here's what's happening at the library. Friends of the Jonathan Bourne Public Library held a one-day book sale. The fundraiser on Saturday, October 3rd, received $1,500 from book sales and donations. Over 160 people came. The money will be used for additional programming and materials at the library not included in the town budget. The sale was well attended and people were happy to get out in the sunshine and buy books for the long winter ahead. Leftover books will be distributed to various sources to help children and seniors. If you would like to make a donation, there is a PayPal button on the library website. Visit bournelibrary.org. Friends of the Jonathan Bourne Public Library are also having a fundraiser in conjunction with Dutch Mill Bulbs. Go to the bournelibrary.org website to order your bulbs by October 31st. 50% of all proceeds will benefit the Jonathan Bourne Library. October Story Walks by the Children's Library is held every Wednesday from 10:30 a.m. till noon. It's in the field behind the library. Contact Children's Librarian Terry Johnson at tjohnson@bournelibrary.org for more information. Here's an update on COVID-19. Some sad milestones. Worldwide, there are over 1 million confirmed deaths from the COVID-19 pandemic. The U.S. has more than 200,000 deaths. The President of the United States and the First Lady, along with several White House staff and members of Congress, have now contracted the virus. On September 29th, Governor Baker announced that effective Monday, October 5th, lower-risk communities will be permitted to move into Step 2 of Phase 3 of the Commonwealth's reopening plan. Lower-risk communities are defined as cities and towns that have not been designated in the red category in any of the last 3 weekly Department of Public Health weekly reports. Indoor performance venues will be permitted to open with 50% capacity with a maximum of 250 people. Outdoor performance venue capacity will increase 50% with a maximum of 250 people. For arcades and indoor and outdoor recreation businesses, additional Step 2 activities like trampolines, obstacle courses, roller rinks, and laser tag will also be permitted to open, and capacity will increase to 50%. Fitting rooms will be permitted to open in all types of retail stores. Gyms, museums, libraries, and driving and flight schools will also be permitted to increase their capacity to 50%. Revised gatherings order. The limit for indoor gatherings remains at a maximum of 25 people for all communities. Outdoor gatherings at private residences and in private backyards will remain at a maximum of 50 people for all communities. Outdoor gatherings at event venues and in public settings will have a limit of 50 people in Step 1 communities and a limit of 100 people in the lower risk Step 2 communities. Here are the current coronavirus numbers in area towns as of September 30th. Barnstable has 471 total cases. There were 13 new cases reported in the last 2 weeks of September. Bourne has 187 total cases, 11 new cases in the past 2 weeks. 1,405 tests were performed in the past 2 weeks in Bourne, a positivity rate of 0.85%. The positivity rate is higher than the prior 2 weeks. Falmouth has a total of 272 cases, 11 new cases in the past 2 weeks. Mashpee has a total of 86 cases, with 6 new cases in the past 2 weeks. Plymouth, a total of 740 cases, with 48 new cases in the past 2 weeks. Sandwich has 119 total cases, with 9 new cases in the past 2 weeks. And Wareham has 248 total cases, with 8 new cases in the past 2 weeks. Visit mass.gov for daily COVID updates. Call 211 if you feel ill or need testing, and visit mass.gov/info-details/stop-the-spread to find free testing sites. No symptoms or referrals are needed. The Nursing Home Family Resource Line is available at 617-660-5399. It is a dedicated phone line to connect family members of nursing home and rest home residents with information and resources they need. This phone line provides one central contact for families and community members who have questions about the nursing home or rest home care their loved ones is receiving during the COVID-19 outbreak. Mental health issues related to our lockdown and pandemic are especially hard for people with depression. NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Health, has a 24-hour helpline. Call 950-6264. The presidential election is November 3rd. For extensive information about voting in Massachusetts, visit www.sec.state.ma.us. In order to vote, you must be registered to vote by Saturday, October 24th, 10 days before the election. In-person early voting in Massachusetts is from October 17th to October 30th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Mondays through Fridays, and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends. All early voting will take place at the Bourne Community Building, 239 Main Street, Buzzards Bay. Candidates Stephen Zaros and James Deaver are running to represent the 5th Barnstable District. Bourne voters in precincts 1, 2, and 7 will see these two candidates on their ballots. Go to Cape Cod Community Media Center's YouTube page to watch the candidate forum. Voting by mail is available to all voters for all elections in 2020. Due to the pandemic, you do not need any excuse to vote by mail this year. To vote by mail, complete your vote by mail application. Deliver your application to your local election office. When your ballot arrives, vote, and then return your ballot. To ensure timely delivery of your ballot, it is recommended that you submit your application for the November ballot no later than October 20th. Applications received after October 28th cannot be accepted. State election ballots need to be postmarked no later than November 3rd and must be back at your local election office no later than November 6th. Apply early in order to have enough time to return your ballot. Mail your ballot to Town Clerk, 24 Perry Avenue, Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts, 02532. Any questions? Email elections@townofbourne.com. Ballots can also be hand-delivered to the new ballot box behind Town Hall. Bourne newcomers and neighbors held their September outdoor event on September 29th at the Pavilion at Buzzards Bay Park. Members gathered together bringing their own dinner and drinks and were treated to fabulous cupcakes. They played games and caught up with each other in the beautiful Buzzards Bay Park. Here's an update on services. Dorothy's remains closed and mattresses are not currently being accepted. However, pizza boxes can be recycled curbside in Bourne. Grease is no longer considered a problem. And there's a hazardous household waste collection day, October 17th. If you need to dispose of any household hazardous waste, you will want to mark your calendar for October 17th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Bourne Landfill, 201 MacArthur Boulevard. They will be collecting the following types of waste: paints, polishes, stains, no latex or acrylics, auto and boat fluids, pool chemicals, pesticides, lawn chemicals, cleaners, disinfectants, and art and craft hobby supplies. Reminder, there's a voluntary watering ban in effect for Bourne. Please water before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m. If you are in need of Meals on Wheels, please call Elder Services of Cape Cod at 508-394-4630. Meals on Wheels is in need of volunteers. If you're able to drive and deliver meals, please give them a call at 508-394-4630 to help out. Bourne TV filmed some of the Council on Aging's popular exercise programs for seniors so you can work out and keep fit at home. Check out the latest programs such as Linda Sheldon's Yoga with weight training and Zumba Fitness Gold with Michelle Timmis. Stream on BourneTV.com website or watch it on your big screen at home by visiting Bourne Community TV's YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search for Bourne Community TV. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with what's happening in Bourne. Let's take a look at the calendar to see some upcoming events. October 9th through the 19th, it's Canal Clean Sweep. The organization CARE and the Army Corps of Engineers Park Rangers partner to present a socially distanced community volunteer opportunity. Sign up to clean along the Cape Cod Canal or tackle a beach of your choice to help keep Cape Cod clean and beautiful. Get outside and give back to our Cape Cod communities this fall. Share photos of your cleanup for a chance to win a prize from CARE. Just post your photos using hashtag #TakeCareCapeCod and hashtag ThinkLikeIt's1620 to enter. Register and additional details may be found at careforthecapeenislands.org/calendar-2. Looking for a book club meetup? The Bourne Library Mystery Book Club is meeting on October 15th at 3 p.m. outside in the library parking lot. All are welcome to come and discuss the book, The Crossing Places by Ellie Griffiths. On October 17th, the Women's Guild will hold a fall rummage sale at the St. John's the Evangelist Church from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Clothing and jewelry will be collected on Friday, October 16th from 8 a.m. to noon at the tents on the lawn. Any questions? Call Patty at the Welcome Center, 508-563-5887. The church is located at 841 Shore Road in Pocasset. Are you interested in the Senior Tax Work-Off Program? This year, sign-up will be held by appointment only. Call 508-759-0600, extension 5227. Appointments will be held on October 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. 4 appointments will be scheduled every hour from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., so call today. The Upper Cape Tech PTO Craft Fair is going virtual. Contactless curbside pickup on November 21st and November 22nd. Customers can shop safely from the comfort of their own home up until October 31st. On October 30th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., it's Bourne Recreation Department Trunk or Treat. It's a drive-through and you must register to participate. This year it will be held at the Bourne DPW. Register at bournerec.com. Here are some beautiful photos by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. Well, thanks for watching this episode of the Bourne Review, and I'll see you next time.